Hey guys, welcome to the Chicago Auto Show, and I'm very pleased to have Ari Grunenveld.
Yes.
Did I say that right?
Grunenveld, yes.
Grunenveld,
yes.
Who is the Chief Program Engineer for this monster truck behind us, the new Bronco Raptor.
Yes.
How'd you get that job? That's got to be a cool job.
It's the best job I've had in the company.
Yes.
It's certainly a very exciting product. Working on Ford performance vehicles is always really exciting, but this is really special. We're branching off from the base Bronco and taking this to the next level, making this a Raptor and all the capability that comes with that.
Yeah, what was kind of your design criteria or your goal for this vehicle when you first, Ford came to you and said, make the ultimate Bronco?
Yeah, so it was something that we proposed to the company. We said, hey, look, we can take that Bronco and give it the Raptor DNA.
Yeah.
And in the process of doing that, we found that the base capability of the Bronco was something that we could uplift as well. So that's why we talk about this as being Ultra 4 inspired. So we've taken all the high-speed desert running capability of your F-150 Raptor is in this truck, but also you have extreme rock crawling capability.
All right, so let's start from the front and kind of let's work our way through the back.
Of course.
So let's start with the most important thing in the front. That is not the winch, the approach angle.
The approach angle. So the approach angle on this, and it's really facilitated by the suspension and these monster tires.
Yep.
So these are BF Goodrich KO2 tires, 37-inch, and that's the standard offering. That's the largest production domestic SUV tire for a standard offering.
And you have it also on the Raptor 37s.
Yes, on the F-150,
right,
yes, it's available there, but it's standard on this vehicle. In the front of the vehicle, we have a steel modular front bumper with removable end caps. We have rigid drive lights, fog lamps, as well as off-road lights. Tow hooks for the job of this beast. And then we have skid plates. So we have a bash plate in the front that continues forward underneath the engine, the transmission, as well as the transfer case.
And how about if people want to swap this out? That's one of the things that people love doing with off-road vehicles is making them their own, kind of like a Harley. How easy is it to swap out the front bumper and add a winch or add,
Yeah, so what we've done is we've retained the modular capability of the base Bronco. So I anticipate that customers are going to want to customize these vehicles, and we facilitate that as well.
I also see you've got a forward-facing camera, which is great because on our Bronco there's a giant screen, and it's really nice to see, the cliff you're hopefully not going to drive over.
Right. And we also have 360 camera available on this as well. So yes, the camera's great. It has a wash function as well. So as you're going through dusty or muddy conditions, you're able to wash that.
Very thoughtful.
And then obviously we've got the FORD grille, so people will recognize that from F-150 Raptor. We've gone to amber ring and bars on here, as well as what people would see as a Raptor Q with the 3 lights in the front. We've also added that kind of light notation on the exterior mirror. So another Q that kind of adds to that Raptor look.
So when you're driving down the road and you see another Bronco, they'll know that you've got the big boy Bronco.
You'll know, yes you will.
How about skid plating? Is it completely protected underneath?
Yeah, so like I said, we've got the bash plate in the front, and then we have the skid plates underneath. There's very good coverage underneath the vehicle, and we've made accommodations for, like, for example, the muffler. You want to make sure that you don't have a rock hitting that, so we have engineered some parts to make that so it deflects off the rocks as opposed to catching.
Now obviously rolling a 37 is a little bit tougher than rolling a 35 like on our Sasquatch, so what's under the hood? How much power have you
Under the hood,
Yep.
So what we have here, so the Ford powertrain team worked with Ford Performance for a uniquely tuned 3-liter under the hood. So it's the 3-liter twin turbo EcoBoost. We're targeting over 400 horsepower.
So I want to say the regular 2.7 is what, 300, so you're about 100 more.
Yeah.
Is that right, Andre? Andre would know.
Depends on the configuration, if you get the 2.3 or the 2.7.
You're using 91 octane or not, right?
Yes.
And then you've got, I see you've got, is it a bash? Is it a rock rail, or is it a step, or is it both?
So this is really a cool feature on the truck. So this is getting to the rock crawling capability of this Raptor. So the rock rail is here. And then attached to it are running boards that people are familiar with F-150 Raptor. What's unique here is that the running board is very easily removable by removing 6 bolts on the ends here. We have tools in the toolkit to facilitate that, and then the running board can come off. So if you're going to go heavy-duty rocks in extreme, the rock rail can be the facing surface.
And when we were talking before, you said it has, 13 inches of ground clearance, is that
13.1
right?
inches of ground
so
clearance.
So you probably want that step if you're on the shorter side.
Yeah, some people are going to want to keep that on, yes.
All right, any differences on the interior from
Sure.
a standard Bronco?
Yeah, so the front seats, we've increased the bolstering on the side. This is a Ford Performance design seat, so the bolsters here are more aggressive. The seat materials are different, so you'll notice that we have a neo suede insert. It's also available with marine grade vinyl, but this is really designed to keep you in place as you're going over the rough terrain. Also, the steering wheel is thicker. We have magnesium paddle shifters. We have some of the Ford Performance specific switches here. So everything is really at the driver's fingertips.
And is it, I don't know if we can start this up, is there like a Bronco Raptor graphic that comes up when you start it up?
Oh yeah, so the cluster is actually all digital. So
Okay.
as opposed to the base program, it's a 12-inch fully digital cluster with customization. You're going to see different avatars showing the Bronco Raptor in the avatar, coinciding with the GOAT modes and what your driveline state is.
And have you done any reprogramming on the GOAT modes because you're rolling bigger
Yeah.
tires?
So that's all been recalibrated
Okay.
for our specific vehicle. We've actually added a couple GOAT modes. So we had Baja mode.
Okay.
So that helps maximize
running?
performance. Yep, exactly. And then we actually, since we increased the trailer tow capability of this truck by 1,000 pounds over base, so we're at 4,500 pounds, we have a tow haul mode as well.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah.
So we've added a few things there. So yes, the GOAT modes. You'll also notice the carbon fiber that we have available, both on the grab handles, and it's real. We wouldn't do fake. So on the steering wheel bezel and the grab handles, as well as the center console grab handle and the shifter. So that's available for
I was just thinking,
our
if
customers
you
as
had
well.
if you had a really light trailer, maybe you could tow your Bronco Sport behind. if you had the whole Bronco family, right?
Yes.
Right.
So
Go ahead.
yeah, I was just going to say, so along with the tires, just like what we did with F-150, our suspension is really what this is about. That's the crown jewel of the product. We have coil-over internal bypass Fox shocks
Let's see if you can show on my maybe you can't.
with live valve technology from Fox.
3-inch or wider?
3.1.
So a little bit bigger.
Yeah, so you'll see piggybacks in the back there, piggyback reservoirs in the front. It's integrated into the shock, but these shocks are fantastic, along with the advanced technology and the way that Ford Performance tunes how the Fox shock responds. Really smooths things out.
So I always ask this kind of softball question. What's your favorite feature on the new truck? What's your favorite part?
Well, I personally have a love for the suspension, because when we also have 14 inches of travel in the back and 13 in the front.
It's a lot.
And when you couple that with a 37-inch tire, it is just fantastic. Obviously, I've driven this at high speed in the desert. It really is fantastic. And on-road manners with the suspension, how this truck is set up, that's still exhilarating and comfortable to drive. So
I noticed like the little gills are different, right? That's different. I think
Yeah.
the cap is different too from a standard
yeah,
Bronco, right?
yes, the fuel door is different because the fenders, quarters, and hood are all made out of composite.
Okay.
So we can really address the track width of the vehicle. The track width is, so as we upgraded the front and rear axles, the front axle is 8.2 inches wider than a base Bronco, and we're 8.6 inches wider in the rear. So that track width, which happens to be pretty much line on line with the F-150 Raptor, is what gives you that planted stability as you're going at high speeds.
So you're basically at heavy-duty truck width, right? You're at like heavy-duty truck width. It's
well, that's
wide.
what drives some of these lights that we have on there.
Yeah.
So the styling cues of the 3 lights in the front, the 3 lights in the back, as well as what you're seeing on the mirror here, is driven by legal requirements based on the width of the vehicle.
Well, let's look at the rear of the truck.
Yeah, of course.
Of the Bronco. Now, did you have to strengthen the tailgate when you hung this big 37?
Yeah,
on
so
the back?
you've got to, obviously you can see that it's a big 37-inch tire, and you got to make sure that it's going to stay securely attached to the swing gate.
Oh, right there, yeah.
Yep,
For
so we
performance.
added this is actually a glass-filled nylon metal hybrid. We've been referring to it as the exoskeleton to really reinforce this area in the swing gate, and the hinges are unique as well. And then we added a few points for accessories. So whether it's a dune flag or a chase light, that's something that we incorporated into that as well.
That's cool. Yeah, when you're in the desert and you're in the sand, you're going to want.
Yeah, you want this reinforced. Yes.
And then you also, I see you have different taillights as well.
Yes. So LED tail lamps in the back. So as you bring this 37-inch tire into the rear of the vehicle, there's certain requirements for the angle of visibility of the lights. So that also gave us the opportunity to do unique taillights.
All right, so I'm sure all the Jeep guys are out there like, did you benchmark the 392 or are they going to benchmark you? Which way is it going to go?
So the crown jewel for us is really about the suspension. The powertrain works very well with this vehicle. I can tell you that our benchmarking, my benchmarking and the team's benchmarking hasn't really been about Jeep.
Yep.
It's been about the F-150 Raptor that we know customers love. And this is keeping pace on our desert durability and testing tracks to the F-150 Raptor.
Makes sense. So if somebody wants one, how do they order it? When is it available, and how much does it cost? Have you released all those numbers
Yeah,
yet?
so, all right, so we're prioritizing sales of this for reservation holders for the base Bronco.
Yep.
So that's something that we're offering up to base Bronco customers. Marketing is sending those notifications out to customers. Base price you're looking at for the Bronco Raptor is $69,995 with destination and delivery.
And how much would this guy be as configured?
This with, so you have a few options on here. I wouldn't want to provide you, speculate based on the combo.
It goes up.
It goes up, yes
yeah.
it does.
Fair enough. And how about availability?
Availability in the summer.
Okay. And
Yeah.
is it being built on the same line as the regular
It
Bronco?
is,
Okay.
it is, yep.
So, Bronco, Raptor Bronco going down the same.
That's right.
That's pretty cool.
There were some challenges in doing that, but the team came up with some really good ideas and solutions for that.
And if you're looking for one of these, any special color offers?
Actually, we're going to be offering 10 colors.
Okay.
So, yeah, you'll have your pick of the standard. Obviously, there'll be the white, silver, black. But then we have some other colors coming forward, including the Code Orange.
Yeah, ours is Cyber Orange, but this looks more orange than Cyber
Yeah,
Orange.
this is a Ford Performance specific color.
Okay.
You like it?
I like it, yeah.
Okay.
I like it. Orange is like the new black. Right, for a while, everything was midnight, and now orange has become the next big thing. What is your hope for this? Is this eventually, going to go even electric? Is that something that's down the line, you think?
So,
I know we're not there yet, but
yeah, right. So customers the response to this has been tremendous.
Yes. Let's walk around the front.
Yeah. So we're satisfying a no need for the Raptor customer right now. They're looking for this right now. In terms of electrification plans, I don't really have anything to discuss right now.
Fair enough. And last question, how big are these? 4 inches, 5 inches? They're immense, oh my gosh.
Well, to accommodate the track width that helps with that stability, yes, these are wider. So 8.6 inches wider overall for the axle, so defining the track width. And then we have to cover, there's requirements, federal requirements for this.
I mean,
yeah,
it would spit up water and dirt and dust
yeah,
everywhere.
And quite frankly, I anticipate that customers may want to take these off and maybe do other modifications to it.
And can you take them off the same way you can on the standard Bronco? Are there little clips on?
It's not quarter turn clips, so based on what this vehicle sees in the desert when you're going at highway speeds,
yes,
we have different attachments for it, but it's all
more robust.
It's made for the loads that we see. Yeah.
And you've driven it in the desert. What's it like to go flying across the desert or go rock crawling?
It is absolutely awesome.
Yeah.
It's a beast. We're always smiling when we're driving it. It is. The team has really done a great job on this product.
So we're in Colorado, and I remember you were, of course, testing Colorado. And there's a video I did where I was following one of them up I-70, kind of toward the Eisenhower Tunnel.
Yeah.
And the engineer saw me, or the tester saw me, and floored it, and it sounded really good. Yeah, I was, because let's face it, a twin turbo V6, doesn't have the same, let's call it oomph that a V8 would, right? But,
well, I think you're gonna be surprised when you hear it.
But it sounded good, yeah.
Yeah. So we have active valve on this, so you could select from quiet, so you're not waking up the neighbors. But then there's normal, sport, and Baja, and the sound is very good. It's got a true dual exhaust.
That's great.
So it's, aside from reduced losses, it does sound very good.
Yeah, there should be another button like scare the kids.
Scare the kids.
Well, Ari,
All
thank
right,
you very much.
thank you.
I
Nice to
really
meet you.
appreciate you taking the time to show us the vehicle, and I can't wait to actually get behind the wheel. I'm sure Andre, who's behind the camera, can't either.
Okay.
He's shaking his head.
Oh
yes.
yeah, I want to see you out there.
As always, guys, we're at the Chicago Auto Show. We're going to do a lot more videos, so come on back. Check out tfl-studios.com to stay in touch with all the latest videos from Chicago. Ciao.
Great, thank you.
Can we get a picture of us?
Yeah.